obvious because I felt emotionally abused. After that age, like, nobody could, I mean, some people did try to manipulate me, guys did try to manipulate me, but it didn't work the same as when I was 19 versus I was 25, because in those formative years, you know, our brains are still forming. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Hallie, so grateful to have you all. This is a channel about hot topics through a tarot perspective. So let's get into the reading. I'm doing an update about Marilyn Manson and Evan Rachel Wood. I did initially do one on my Instagram about 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. I think I did it in November. I was accurate in that I said I see Marilyn Manson being arrested for allegedly child G word, because I can't say all of it, and DV. You all know what it is. I don't want to get demonetized for this video, so just putting that out there. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more, and I'm going to elaborate. I believe the trial has started. From what I saw, isn't really getting that much coverage as the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I think just because the stories were so insane about Amber Heard, that people were just like, we have to stay tuned for this evil B word. So like I always say, you know, I did say this in the initial video that I did, my Instagram is linked in the about section on my page, but on my channel. But I do feel as though, you know, when I was younger, I think something that was underplayed to me, maybe I just never asked enough questions about it, but the whole older guy, younger woman dynamic, like older men can really do a number on younger girls, because, or younger women. I mean, I was a teenager when I started dating somebody who was older than I was, who had a major effect on my life, and he held me. It was like he G-worded me. Even though I was of age, I still felt G-worded, which you know what it is when an adult does it to a child to make them feel like they're in love. And I always felt like we'd be family, and I always felt this like bond to him, because I strongly believe I was G-worded, and because it was hard to get away from him. And when she was telling her story, Evan Rachel Wood, I felt a lot of similarities. I felt like even though I was of age, there's just something that a manipulative, charismatic 30-year-old man can have with a teenager, can do to a teenager that no other person of that age, of the same age as a teenager, can do to that teenager, you know? And that's what I would always make excuses like, age has no, what's the word I'm looking for? Age has no like predictability of how the person's going to behave. Yes, but as dealing with older guys, a lot of the time, until I was about 25, 26, I felt like they were manipulating me, and it was very obvious because I felt emotionally abused. After that age, like, nobody could, I mean, some people did try to manipulate me, guys did try to manipulate me, but it didn't work the same as when I was 19 versus I was 25, because in those formative years, you know, our brains are still forming till we're 25. In those formative years, I grew conviction and boundaries that I'd never had when I was a teenager. So I did relate to her story. Now, I don't think she's completely innocent, as neither of us are. Me and myself, I was very rebellious, so I don't think anybody would have been able to really get through to me. But I think as a society, we kind of brush off age gaps and so forth and so forth. I don't think, I just wish somebody had told me more stories about their situation dealing with an older guy that wouldn't leave me. So I mean, he really did a number on me. And then the second one after that, they really did a number on me. And not because of the age only, but just because they had way more life experience than I did. And It was kind of like they would treat me like I was immature because I was acting my age. So let's get into the reading. Well, that was a long personal story. I just felt like I had to share that, you know. So the Ace of Wands, Two of Swords, and Nine of Wands. So I feel like I don't think Evan Rachel Wood has been completely honest about the situation. I think, and this is what happens a lot of the time when people do get G-worded, they create like cognitive dissonance where they don't know what's true, what's not. And I think she's created like a story in her head because a part of her doesn't want to really fully admit that she could learn from the situation. She wants to put it all on him. I'm no Marilyn Manson fan. I've said this from day one. He just scares me, that guy. I'm like, if he enter the room, I try to leave the room as soon as possible. So with Six of Wands, I feel this strong energy that she will be people are trying to manipulate. She's still very manipulatable, and people are trying to manipulate her to make him the bad guy. And like I said, I'm not a fan of him at all, but I believe in people being honest and upfront. Same thing with him. He needs to be honest and upfront about the situations he's had with women, because I don't think he's completely innocent. I don't think he's committed a crime per se, but I don't think he's innocent in how he treats and abuses power structures. So with Three of Wands, she's going to take some time. I don't see an initial outcome. Four of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Okay, so I see for some reason them just like separating. Let me clarify this. Them just like going their own way. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups. I don't think there's going to be a proper resolution for now, but later on it's going to come back. I'm gonna have to do another reading on this because I don't see and it's weird. Usually I do, but I think right now the energy is so murky that it's very unclear who's telling the truth and who's not. The Sun, Queen of Pentacles, and Magician. Yeah, I think it's so unclear who's telling the truth and who's not, that there's not going to be a proper decision. And then in April, something's going to happen. Page of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. We're going to learn something in April about Marilyn Manson related to DV that's going to reopen the situation. And I see him being held accountable more so than her, than she rather. I see her getting away with whatever she's done, because both of them have done things. I do think she embellished the stories, but I think she embellished them because, like I said, she had cognitive dissonance. She had difficulty distinguishing what was real and what was fake, and it happens a lot. And I think also she had like some alcohol, drug use, and that exasperated it. And I'm not excusing her behavior, I'm not excusing either behavior, but I see him being more punished than she will be. That's what I have for you. I love you all. Please comment. Love to hear what you say.